Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Thtman.x, and as you see, I'm back with another reaction video. And today, we are reacting to this video will change the way you see Patrick Mahomes forever. How I see Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT, especially the best quarterback in this generation, definitely of the 2010s. Yeah, I give him the best of the 2010s. No, the 2020s. The 2020s, because 2010s, you got Ben Roethlisberger in there. Hold, let me close my window. But yeah, like I was saying, like the 2010s, not the 2010s. He can't. Yeah, he was 20. He's definitely the best quarterback in the 2020s for sure. 2010s though, nah, you got Ben Roethlisberger. You got Big Ben. You got Ben. You got so many. You got Ben Roethlisberger. But yeah, we finna react to how this will make me look at Patrick Mahomes different. Let's get it. Like, I'm subscribed. Jesus Christ is King. They always.
So Patrick Mahomes is known as the best of his generation.
Yep.
2-time MVP and 3-time Super Bowl champ.
Yep.
Far and away better than any of his peers in the sport today.
Yep.
But he wasn't supposed to be this good.
Oh, he's taking it back.
To the 10th overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, they gave up the 27th overall pick, the 3rd round pick, in their 2018 first rounder to the Buffalo Bills, just to select Patrick Mahomes from Texas Tech. The reaction was mixed at best. Because here's what the experts saw. A QB from an air raid offense who threw for over 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in his final college season.
That's amazing.
But also one who played in a system that inflated numbers. His father, Patrick Mahomes Sr., pitched in the MLB for 11 years. And the Detroit Tigers had actually drafted Patrick in the 37th round in the 2014 MLB draft.
That's a lot of rounds.
Was in his blood, but he chose football. And Andy Reid, the Chiefs head coach, saw something nobody else did. He saw a player who could make every throw from every arm angle, who had elite processing speed, and who thrived under pressure. That rookie season, Mahomes pretty much sat. He watched Alex Smith, the veteran QB, who was having one of his best seasons of his career, lead the Chiefs to a 10-6 record, make the playoffs, and Mahomes played exactly one game, Week 17 against Denver, with the playoffs already locked up. He completed 22 of 35 passes for 284 yards, no TDs, and 1 interception. He was nothing spectacular, but if you watch that game, I mean really watch, you saw the arm angles, the creativity, and the ability to extend plays. Andy Reid saw...
I'm about to punch my PC. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm about to punch my PC in this jar real quick, though. It's throwing me off with this lagginess. Oh, we finna... Oh, banger.
Too.
I get it.
Because just a few months later, he traded Alex Smith to Washington and handed the keys to his 23-year-old QB.
Let's get it.
Now, most young QBs get eased into starting. They're given a game manager role, told to protect the football and lean on the defense and take what the defense gives them. But not Mahomes. Andy Reid looked at his 23-year-old QB and said, you know what? Let's open this thing up. And what happened next was unprecedented.
Overly crazy. Went to the AFC Championship and all that.
He threw for 5,097 yards and 50 touchdowns.
First year starting.
Only the second QB in NFL history to hit both 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns in a single season. The other was Peyton Manning in 2013. In his 15th season as a starter, Mahomes did it in his first. But here's where it actually gets interesting. Those aren't just volume stats. His completion percentage was 66%. His passer rating was 113.8, and his yards per attempt were 8.8. He was completing 2/3 of his passes while throwing deep more than almost anyone in the league and doing it with elite efficiency.
Crazy. And this helped him be the most unstoppable player in Madden. Going against him in Madden is hell. Especially after this, what? That's 20. That's like Madden 19, Madden 20. Oh my gosh! You thought.
The more you throw, the more you're forced into difficult situations, third and longs, pressure situations, contested throws, etc. But Mahomes broke that rule immediately.
Crazy.
High volume, elite efficiency, and he made it look effortless. He threw 6 touchdowns in a single game twice that season. Once against the Steelers in Week 2, and once against the Rams in Week 11.
Nah, that's false. He did that against us. Did we win at least? He did. He threw 6 against us. I ain't gonna lie. Every time Pat Mahomes play against Steelers, it looks like a varsity team versus the best NFL team of all time. I ain't gonna lie. Every time we play against Patrick Mahomes, we get obliterated. But I ain't know he threw 6 against us. That's embarrassing. That is borderline embarrassing. I did not know that happened. Dead homies. Damn, that had to be AI.
For 6 touchdowns in a game for the Chiefs before. Mahomes did it twice in his first season as a starter. He won
Crazy.
MVP, and at 23 years old, he was the youngest quarterback to throw for 50 touchdowns. Also being the youngest
MVP
to win
first year.
MVP since Dan Marino.
But I remember that's when he lost
He
to
did it all.
Tom.
He
I watched that
sacked
game.
26 times, constantly under pressure, with a defense that ranked 31st in the league. The Chiefs somehow went 12-4 and they earned the 1 seed. And in his very first playoff game, Mahomes threw for 278 yards against the Colts.
Crazy.
They won that game, and then came the AFC Championship game against the defending dynasty New England Patriots.
And lost.
Mahomes threw for 295 yards and 3 touchdowns, but the Chiefs would lose 37-31 in OT without Mahomes ever touching the ball. The coin flip decided it. You know what the crazy part is? That loss might have been the best thing that ever happened to him, because it taught him that being great wasn't enough. It was a team sport, and you all had to be great when it mattered most.
Right.
The 2019 season started with Mahomes picking up right where he left off. Through 5 games, he had over 1,800 passing yards with 0 interceptions. That broke Peyton Manning's record for most passing yards without an interception to start the season.
Damn.
The Chiefs were 4-2, and Mahomes was on pace for another MVP season. Then, week 7
He didn't get back-to-back, I don't think.
His kneecap dislocated.
Damn.
The entire stadium went silent, and Patrick Mahomes, the most exciting player in football, was down. He missed just 2 games.
Oh, okay.
Backup was 1-1 in his absence, and when Mahomes came back in Week 10 against Tennessee, he threw 446 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 35 loss. He didn't just come back; he came back even better. Over the final 9 games of the regular season, Mahomes threw for over 2,200 yards and 11 touchdowns. His pass rating was 105.3, and the Chiefs went 12-4.
Bro, y'all know what's crazy, bro? I ain't gonna lie. His run is so crazy, bro. I just thought about it again. Bro, he went to the AFC Championship like 7, 8 years in a row. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, and not this year. So 7 years in a row. That's crazy, gang.
Juicy. But here's what made that season special. It wasn't just the regular season numbers. It was what happened in the playoffs. In the divisional round against Houston, the Chiefs fell back 24-0 in the second quarter at home.
7 or 8.
Against the Texans team that had just
It was what? It was 7 or 8.
Mahomes didn't panic. He threw 5 touchdowns in that game. 4 of them would come in that second quarter. 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter to erase a 24-point deficit. The Chiefs were going to win 51-31, and it was the largest comeback in franchise playoff history and the second largest comeback in NFL playoff history.
Wow.
The next week, against Tennessee in the AFC Championship game, the Chiefs fell behind 10-0 early in 17-7 in the second quarter.
Wait, they came back, yeah.
Again,
I remember this whole playoff run. He just kept coming back.
4 yards and 3 touchdowns while rushing for 53 yards and another score. The Chiefs would win 35-24, and Mahomes had now led his team back from double-digit deficits in consecutive playoff games. No QB had ever done that before. And then came the Super Bowl.
And then did it in the Super Bowl.
Miami. The Chiefs fell behind 20-10 with 7:13 left in the fourth quarter. Most quarterbacks, when they're down double digits in the Super Bowl, they press. Mahomes did the opposite. He slowed down, and in those final 7 minutes and 13 seconds, he led the Chiefs on 3 consecutive touchdown drives. They scored 21 unanswered points, and the Chiefs won 31-20. Mahomes threw for 286 yards and 2 TDs, and rushed for 29 yards and another score. He won Super Bowl MVP at 24 years old. He became the youngest QB to win both league MVP and Super Bowl. In July of 2020, Mahomes signed a 10-year, $503 million contract extension with the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. Hell yeah.
In American sports history.
American sports? For real? Damn. He deserves it, though. I'm not gonna lie. He deserves it. I remember it was like half a billion. 500. Oh, my gosh. 10 years, though? That's a long time. 500. Oh my gosh.
Extension with the Chiefs. At the time, it was the largest contract in American sports.
At the time, so who got a bigger one?
Contract that will keep him in Kansas City through 2031. And instead of feeling pressure, instead of coasting out,
that's a lot of years left. Like 5 more.
The 2020 season, Mahomes threw for 4,740 yards and 38 touchdowns with only 6 interceptions. His completion percentage was at 66%, and his pass rating was 108.2. The Chiefs went 14-1 in the games he started, and they earned the 1 seed again. In the playoffs, Mahomes was surgical. Against Cleveland in the divisional round, he threw for 255 yards and 3 TDs before leaving the game in the third quarter.
I remember that, yep.
Concussion. They wound up winning 22-17. He cleared concussion protocol in time for the AFC Championship game against Buffalo. He threw for 325 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 38-24 win. His pass rating was 140, and he completed 29 of 38 passes. He was in complete control, and the Chiefs were going back to the Super Bowl. They were trying to become the first team to repeat as champions since the Patriots in 03 and 04. Then came the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay.
And got that belt. Tom Brady absolute put belt to Pat Mahomes throughout his last couple of years, man. Oh my goodness, I watched this game.
After that game, that Mahomes had a bad Super Bowl. That Tom Brady outplayed him. That maybe Mahomes wasn't as good as everyone thought.
Nah.
But here's what actually happened.
He didn't. No, I'm about to say it. Yeah, he didn't have nobody that game. Everybody was hurt.
Left tackle Eric Fisher towards Achilles in the AFC Championship game. Right tackle Mitchell Schwartz was out. Left guard Kelechi Osemele was also out. They were starting backups at 4 or 5 positions. Mahomes was pressured on 29 of his 56 dropbacks. That's a 51% pressure rate. He was sacked 3 times, hit 8 more times, and spent the entire game running for his life.
Yeah,
he threw
bro.
for 270 yards and no TDs. The Chiefs lost 31-9. But if you actually watch that game, he was doing as much as he possibly
Nah,
could.
facts.
But after the end of that season,
That's when that famous viral pass where he was like levitating 2 feet off the ground and then somebody still dropped it. I think it was Tyreek.
It looked like Mahomes had figured out. The 2021 season started off rough. Through 6 games, Mahomes had thrown 8 interceptions. People started questioning everything. Was he really figured out, and had the defense adjusted? And you know what Mahomes did? He adjusted. Over the final 11 games of the regular season, he threw for 19 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. He finished the season with 4,839 yards and 37 TDs. His completion percentage was back at 66%, and the Chiefs went 12-5. In the playoffs, he was unstoppable.
And this was the year Tyreek left.
It wasn't. Against Pittsburgh in the wild card round, he threw for 404 yards and 5
Yeah, I watched that. We're gonna skip this though. This gotta be I don't know about that.
19 and 25 yards to set up a game-tying field goal, and in overtime.
No, this one he lost to the Bengals. I remember that.
Kelsey for 8 yards in the game-winning touchdown. Then in the AFC Championship game against Cincinnati, the Chiefs then led 21-3 at halftime. But in the second half, the Bengals rallied. They scored 21 unanswered points. The Chiefs would be able to tie at 24-24 to force overtime. And after getting the ball first in OT, Mahomes threw an interception. The Bengals would then score and win 27-24. 2 straight years of falling short, and now the narrative was building. Mahomes might not win another Super Bowl anytime soon.
Nah, that's not true. Came back next year, got it.
To end all debate. The Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill that offseason in an effort to retool. And without his wide receiver 1, Mahomes still threw for 5,250 yards and 41 touchdowns. His completion percentage was 67%, and his passer rating was 105.2.
Crazy.
His yards per attempt was 8.1, and he led the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and QBR. He won his second MVP award, and this time there was no question about who was the best player in football. But the real story was in the playoffs. Against Jacksonville in the divisional round, Mahomes injured his ankle in that game. He was visibly limping and couldn't plant his foot properly, and still threw for 195 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 27-20 win. The next week against Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game, after having the stadium be called Burrowhead, Mahomes played on.
I remember that, yeah, because they did losing it. They was losing in the regular season to him.
23-20. He was going back to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2020, and then came the Super Bowl against the Eagles in Arizona. Mahomes still hobbling on that injured ankle, threw for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those were the stats that really mattered. It was the moment.
Yeah, it was the moment, facts.
35-35, and Mahomes took over. He would scramble on 1st and 10 to put the Chiefs seemingly in great position to kick a field goal. Then a holding call on the Eagles set up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yep. Shout out my man Juju. He got one. My man got a Super Bowl, man.
Super Bowl MVP at 27 years old. He had 2 rings, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and 2 league MVPs.
Hall of Fame.
To accomplish that was Joe Montana. Now heading into 2023, the Chiefs had a problem. They'd lost Tyreek Hill the year before, trading him to Miami. The receiving core was the worst Mahomes had ever had. Travis Kelsey was 33 years old, and their top 3 wide receivers were MVS, Kadarius Toney, and Sky Moore. Absolute
terrorist. I don't want to hear that name again. Oh my gosh, have you seen him in a Steelers uniform? MVS. More like OBL. You find out that name.
None of them had ever been a #1 receiver before, and people wondered, can Mahomes still do it without elite weapons? They had drafted Rasheed Rice as well, but he was a rookie, so nobody really knew what to expect. Mahomes threw for 4,183 yards and 27 touchdowns with 14 interceptions. His lowest touchdown as a starter while playing a full season, and his highest interception total. By his standards, it was a down year. But here's what everyone talked about. The Chiefs won 11-6 in games that he started. They won the division. They earned the 3 seed, but Mahomes had never won a road playoff game before. And if he wanted to get back to the Super Bowl, he would have to put the team on his back to do so. Against Miami in the wild card round, in -4-degree temperature.
I remember that. Yeah, they came in, obliterated them.
For 262 yards and 2 touchdowns. Against Buffalo in the divisional round, he threw for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 27-24 win. Against Baltimore in the AFC Championship,
I remember that.
facing the league MVP Lamar Jackson, Mahomes threw for 241 yards.
So that score, that game was fun. That was a good game, 17-7.
Against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Again, the game was a little bit different this time, though. It went to OT, the first Super Bowl to ever do so under the new playoff overtime rules. And with the game on the line, with everything on the line, Mahomes drove the Chiefs down 75 yards in 13 plays, capping it
And
off
scored the
with
last
3
play.
touchdown
Oh my
passes
gosh.
beat
You know,
Army.
that's so much
The
or
Chiefs
the
won
scoring the
25-22, and Mahomes won his third Super
couple
Bowl
seconds of the
MVP.
game.
At 28 years old, he had 3 rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, and it just led the Chiefs to back-to-back championships.
Crazy.
The first team to repeat since the 2003 and 2004 Patriots, and they were on a quest for repeat. Now heading into 2024, the Chiefs had one goal: history. No team had ever won 3 straight Super Bowls. Not the 70s Steelers, not the 90s Cowboys, not even the Patriots dynasty. The Chiefs were 15-1 in the regular season. Mahomes threw for 3,928 yards and 26 TDs, with only 11 interceptions. His completion percentage was 67.5%. His pass rating was 93.5.
Not his strongest season.
But efficient.
Yep.
Control. They weren't blowing teams out anymore. They were grinding them down.
I remember that, yeah.
Houston, Mahomes threw for 177 yards and 1 touchdown. The Chiefs won 23-14. Nothing flashy, but just enough. Then came the AFC Championship game against Buffalo. The game everyone wanted to see. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes delivered again.
Yeah, so you know how that went.
45 yards and 1 touchdown while rushing for 43 yards and 2 more scores. The Chiefs won 32-29. Mahomes had now reached his 5th Super Bowl in 6 years. The first team to make it to 3 straight Super Bowls since the Bills in the 90s. And they were the
they never
first
won.
champion to even reach a 3rd straight Super Bowl. History was 1 game away. And then came the Super Bowl against the Eagles in New Orleans, a rematch of the Super Bowl 2 years earlier, where the Chiefs had won 38-35. But this time, it was different.
Oh my,
Mahomes
way
threw for
different.
257 yards and 3 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions. He was sacked 6 times, lost 31 yards, and the Chiefs couldn't establish any rhythm. They couldn't find any answers, and the Eagles won 40-22. It wasn't even close. The three-peat was over, and the dynasty had fallen short. Now coming off getting blown out in the Super Bowl in 2024, and this 2025 season being really disappointing, nobody really knows where to stand on the Chiefs in the future. Mahomes is coming off a year where the Chiefs won 6-11, his worst record as a starter by far. He threw for 3,500 yards and 20.
He didn't play all those games though. I think he got hurt.
His pass rating fell to league 90
Or did he?
for the first time in his career. The Chiefs missed the playoffs for the first time since 2014, and nobody really knows where to stand because Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. More than likely won't be back until mid-next year. Travis Kelce's probably going to retire, and they might move Chris Jones in the offseason. So the Chiefs, as we've known them, are over. You know what?
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
not worried.
I think Pat could come back.
Because we've seen this before. We saw it in 2021 when people questioned if he was figured out.
Right.
We saw it in 2023 when people said he wouldn't win again.
Right.
Every time Mahomes has responded, the Chiefs have retooled and they've added weapons. They fixed the offensive line, they addressed the defense, and Mahomes at 30 years old is entering.
Damn, he's 30 already?
Most quarterbacks peak between 30 and 34. Tom Brady won 3 Super Bowls after turning 37. Peyton Manning won his second Super Bowl at 39. Drew Brees threw for 5,000 yards at 37 years old as well.
Damn.
Mahomes is just entering his prime. If he's about to hit his peak years, then the rest of the league should be terrified. Tom Brady played until he was 45 years old. If Mahomes plays until he's 40, that's 10 more seasons. Now, at his current pace, he finished with over 600 passing touchdowns and over 70,000 passing yards.
Now he gonna retire to GOAT.
His legacy would be secure. Now, people love to compare Mahomes to other great quarterbacks, and the most common comparison is Tom Brady. So let's do it. Let's actually look at the numbers side by side. Through his first 8 seasons,
I ain't gonna lie. I think Pat Mahomes is blowing him out the water when it comes to statistically for their age. I think Pat Mahomes is dominating the stats right
Tom
now.
Brady threw for 28,000
Or am I dumb?
55 yards, 197 touchdowns, and 86 interceptions. His completion percentage is 62.5%. His passer rating was 89, and he won 3 Super Bowls. Those are Hall of Fame numbers. Absolutely incredible. Through his first 8 seasons as a starter for Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 35,909
Exactly.
yards, 267 TDs,
Exactly.
and 85 interceptions.
Exactly.
His completion percentage is 66%, and his passer rating is 100.8. He also won 3 Super Bowls. And in other words, Mahomes has thrown for 7,500 more yards and 70 more touchdowns with only 1 fewer interception.
Come on.
And a passer rating that's almost 12 points higher. And he matched Tom Brady in Super Bowls as well, with more Super Bowl MVPs. Now you might say the game has changed. It's easier to pass now, and the rules favor offense. And you'd be right. But even adjusting for era, even comparing Mahomes to his contemporaries, he's still dominant. Since 2018, when Mahomes became a starter, he leads the NFL in touchdown passes with 267.
Let's get it.
And in the playoffs since 2018, it's not even close. Mahomes has 46 playoff touchdown passes. The next closest was Josh Allen with 25.
Wow.
Mahomes is nearly double that. He has 5,814 playoff passing yards. The next closest is Josh Allen with close to 3,000 now.
Wow.
And he has 17 playoff wins. The next closest is Josh Allen with 9. Mahomes
So
has
Josh
four-
Allen's just his sidekick at this point. They
double that.
And he can't beat him in the
He's
playoffs.
the fastest quarterback to ever reach 10,000 passing yards, 15,000 passing yards, 20,000, 25,000, and 30,000 passing yards.
I'm glad I did that. I did that in 2 years on Madden. Step up. Yeah, I can do that in 2 years.
History with 5,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns in a single season before age 25. He's one of only 3 quarterbacks to throw for 50 touchdowns in a season, joining Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. He's one of only 12 quarterbacks to throw for 5,000 yards in a season, and he's done it twice. He's the only quarterback in NFL history to throw for 5,000 yards in multiple seasons before the age of 30. He holds the NFL record for most touchdown passes in a single quarter in a playoff game with 4 against the Texans in the 2019 run.
Wow.
He's the youngest quarterback to win both a league MVP and a Super Bowl. The youngest to win multiple Super Bowls. The youngest to win multiple Super Bowl MVPs. The highest winning percentage in playoff history among quarterbacks with at least 10 starts at 81%. And he's the only quarterback to lead his team back from double-digit deficits in consecutive playoff games. He did it against the Texans, Titans, and 49ers in the 2019 Super Bowl run. He's by far the best quarterback in this generation. And maybe one day, somehow, he might catch Brady.
Nah, he is.
There you have it.
I ain't gonna lie, he is. 10 more seasons, he got him. But look dope. Damn, they disrespecting CJ. Damn, free CJ. I did watch him in that playoff run. Look worse than me. Always like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, bro. Shout out Pat Mahomes. He will retire the GOAT. And I like my cut.